Happy Monday, Farmdale Foxes. It's Monday, December 8th. We've got a lot going on this week, so let's go ahead and jump right on into the announcements. All right, our character word of the month is compassion. And remember, compassion is doing small things with great love for others. And remember, when you're doing nice things for others, you shouldn't be expecting a reward or a prize. You're doing it because you are a compassionate person. And we've got some examples of that later on. And let me go ahead and show you this cartoon short that shows a great example of compassion and love.
So this life has given everyone a present, beautiful, shiny and new. Everyone but you. Golden ribbons, diamonds line everyone's path that leads to wide open doors. Everyone's but yours. Wide open doors. Hold on, keep on, even when the road seems very long. Open your eyes, even if it's cold now. There's one thing you should know. Rain will turn into snow. All the rain turns.
All right, wasn't that a sweet cartoon shorts? And remember, our character strategy is to do nice things for others. And then also, we're going to be on the lookout for students showing compassion all week. And that's because today is Grinch Day. So what we want to do is change the Grinch from his sneaky ways to a compassionate Grinch. And you see the difference of the two right there. And all week long, we're going to be on the lookout for students who are showing compassion. Our goal is to help the Grinch's heart grow by spreading kindness and compassion throughout our school this week. So staff, be on the lookout for students who are showing compassion, and we've got those kindness tickets and positive office referrals. So let's go ahead and show the love and compassion this week. Today is also Grinch Spirit Day. The class that shows the most Grinch spirit will earn a special prize. So teachers, check your email for details on how to enter your class to win a prize. And let's see how much Grinch spirit we had today. Just a quick reminder, Santa Felix pictures are in the cafeteria every morning. Pictures are $2. And remember, you got flyers in your backpacks, so you should have been able to fill those out. There are more flyers available, so if you know you're going to take a picture on later on this week, stop by the cafeteria, say, I need a flyer so I can fill it out at home. And that's another way to get a flyer. And then if you look at this next picture, look at the beautiful background where Santa Felix is going to be sitting at. So you guys have a great spot to take a picture. So Miss Bowman and Miss Cecil, they invested a lot of time, a lot of energy getting that set up and lovely. So thank you to them, and enjoy your pictures with Santa Felix this week. Remember, $2 in the cafeteria in the morning. Don't forget, this week we have a minimum day on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, let your families know that we get out at 1:30 on Wednesday. And then student council, you might have a student council meeting on Thursday, but stand by and wait and see. I know Miss Cecil is going to be busy with Santa Felix pictures, and Miss Bowman also. So I don't know for sure if you have a student council meeting. So we'll wait and see on this one, but we'll let you know on Thursday. Also, we have flagpole on Friday. The gates open at 8:35 for parents. We're going to be recognizing our students of the month. It says for citizenship there, but it should say compassion. We are recognizing some of our compassionate students that will walk the red carpet on Friday. And Mariana from Mrs. Bay's class will have a joke for us. So I can't wait to hear that. And then just a reminder, next week we do have our holiday concerts. So Monday, kinder, TK, first grade, and second grade, it's showtime. And then on Tuesday, we have third grade, fourth grade, and fifth grade. Make sure you talk to your teachers about which time you guys are going to perform. They're all listed right here. And let your families know. I've sent parent squares out so they know. And then on Wednesday is the band performance, and that's at 9 a.m. Also, we're closing out 2025 with some festive fun, and you're invited to join in. So let's celebrate all week long with some spirit days. So this is for next week, so you can get ready. On December 15th, we have Holiday Sock Day, so wear some fun socks. On December 16th, we have Holiday Hat Day. On December 17th, we have Ugly Holiday Sweater, but I actually don't think they're ugly. I think they're kind of cute, but that's just me. And then on Thursday, December 18th, that's the best day of school because we get to come to school in our pajamas. So pajama day will be next Thursday, and then next Friday, we don't have school. So yay. And if you want to start getting ready for next week, here's the list of our spirit days. Here's something to look forward to in January. Beat the Bell will be returning. And remember, we're looking for foxes to come to school on time. If you get to school on time and beat the bell, you'll be entered into a drawing to win an Amazon card. So let's start off 2026 with great attendance. And remember the quote, 80% of all success is showing up on time. And here are the dates for the January Beat the Bell, January 5th, 9th, 13th, 20th, 23rd, and 29th. And all you have to do is show up. You can get some prizes. And then our grand prize winners are going to win an Amazon gift card. So all you have to do is show up on time. All right, just a friendly reminder, keep your hands and feet to yourselves. Our playground games are getting a little rough, so make sure that we're keeping our hands and our feet to ourselves at all time. That's part of being a safe fox. And remember, if it doesn't belong to you, leave it alone. You shouldn't be going through other students' backpacks. And students, do not leave valuables in your backpack. Your teachers have places for you to keep them in the classroom, and don't even bring them to school. For our older students that have phones, give them to your teacher and put them in their special spots that they have for your phones. Do not leave them in your backpack. If they go missing, I don't know if I can help you find them. We try our best, but we need to remember to keep our phones with your teacher in the classroom and not in backpacks because we don't want them to go missing. Also, if you are getting stocking stuffers or you're getting little toys in your advent calendars at home, leave them at home because we want to make sure that nobody takes them. So just to summarize, if it doesn't belong to you, leave it alone, and also be responsible and don't bring things that people want to steal to school. And then just another friendly reminder, cell phones and smartwatches are not allowed. Those little watches that have games and cameras on them are not allowed at school. So keep them at home, please. Our Live the Creed goal is 5 certificates for the second trimester. Remember, second trimester is a little shorter. We don't have as many flagpole days for extra letter days, but we have our standings updated. Be sure to email Miss Watson, teachers, to let her know when you guys earn certificates. And our Live the Creed assembly will already be on February 4th. So we don't have much time because it's that first week in February. So it's going to be a fun assembly, so don't miss out. All right, for our Attendance Matters competition, 5th grade is in the lead, and their lead is growing. Their lead was really, really small last week, but now it's just continuing to grow. So great job, 5th grade. Let's see if any of the other grades can catch up. It looks like 4th grade is the one that's closest to them, but right behind is 2nd and 1st grade. So keep coming to school, 5th grade, because everybody's going to try to catch you. All right, for Who's Reading, we do have a shout out because we have some great things that happened. We have Eric that spent the most coins this month, and then Miguel, he spent the most coins, but hopefully he's earning them. And then we had some good responses from one student, James Tao. He got the best answer, and it's right there if anybody wants to stop or if his teacher wants to stop and share with the class. And a quick shout out for Simon Lee, who is the most active student on Who's Reading. So great job, Simon. And then we had more quizzes passed this month than last month, so keep doing that great work, Foxes. All right, I've got a positive office referral, and our student doesn't know that he is receiving it. So this is probably the first time he's hearing about it. So Rosalio in Miss Ward's class has no idea he's receiving a positive office referral. I'm thrilled to give him one myself. He went out of his way to find me and to advocate and support another student that was in need. He didn't have to, yet he showed remarkable maturity and compassion and kindness. This is exactly the kind of behavior that makes our world a better place. He didn't do it for recognition or a reward. He did it simply to be kind, and we couldn't be more proud of him. And also, we've got another student who doesn't know she's getting a positive office referral. Valentina from Miss Zambrano's class also has no idea she's receiving a positive office referral. Last week during the scoop ball activities, and you can see what they look like right there in the corner, Miss with Miss Kayla, many students were carelessly tossing the equipment into a pile. The carelessness caused a huge knot, and the scoop ball sets were starting to become unusable because they were all tied up together. Valentina noticed what was happening and, without being asked, immediately jumped in to help. By the end of recess, she had helped Miss Kayla untangle, organize, and tidy up all the equipment. And again, she didn't do it for recognition or reward. She didn't hold her hand out and say, Miss Kayla, what do I get for helping you? She did it to be kind, and this makes us incredibly proud. So, Rosalia and Valentina, I have your positive office referrals right here. I'm going to make them nice and pretty with stickers for you, and then I will deliver them today, and we'll make sure that you get them, and we take your other pictures with your medal and everything. So thank you, Rosalia, and thank you, Valentina, for being great foxes. All right, another quick shout out for Miss Vu's class. Take a look at the harvest that they have. They harvested their carrots, and oh my goodness, they had so many that they had their taste test, and they even had enough for students to take home. So great work, students in Miss Vu's class. And I know there's zucchini out there. I know our Fox support bed has some onions, and we're going to get some shallots in there. So keep sending us pictures of your harvest, teachers. We love seeing these. And then on Friday, we do have Foxes on Time. We have 2 classes that have already earned their hot chocolate and cookies parties. So congratulations to Miss Mua and Miss Vargas's class. We still have room for more classes. So if your class is so close to earning those letters for Foxes on Time, let us know and try to get them this week, because we already have a party date set up and we're ready for you. Here's another shout out. Camila and Nicole are officially 100% fluent on their multiplication facts, and these are multiplication facts from 1 to 12 on Reflex Math. So congratulations, ladies. Miss Morales is so proud of you, and so are we. Also, a special shout out for 4th grade. You had wonderful behavior on your last field trip last week, and we hope you enjoyed the show, and you all looked amazing dressed up and wearing your theater best. So here's some pictures of that show, and I loved hearing about their adventure when they returned to school on Friday. All right, now it's time for kindness ticket winners. So let's go ahead and see who our winners are going to be. So let's see, I'm getting one right here. We have Adeline from Miss Ingram's class. She got a kindness ticket for being responsible and kind. So good job, Adeline. And we have Serenity from Miss Ingram's class for being responsible, respectful, and kind. All right, I'm going to try to dig from somewhere else because I got 2 3rd graders. Let's see if 3rd grade's going to be our lucky 3rd kindness ticket. Oh, I've got a kindness ticket for Sebastian from Miss Laura's class for being kind. So we have Adeline, Serenity, and Sebastian, our kindness ticket winners for the week. So great job. And that leads us to our quote of the week. And I love this, so make sure you guys just kind of sit and listen. Some kids are smarter than you. Some kids have cooler clothes than you. And some kids are better at sports than you. It doesn't matter. You have your thing too. Be the kid that gets along. Be the kid who is generous, be the kid who is happy for other people, and be the kid that does the right thing. Be the nice kid. And that's part of what showing compassion and kindness is all about. Just be a nice kid and be nice to others. And also, here's another quote: the only way to have a friend is to be one. Remember, if you want to have friends, you need to show people that you can also be a good friend. And happy birthday to those students who have a birthday this week. Make sure to stop by the library and pick up your birthday book. Also, special shout out to Miss Robertson, who had a birthday last week, along with Miss Blakey and Kinder. And then this week we have Miss Cecil and Miss Bowman's birthday, so make sure you give them some extra love this week. And that's all I've got for you. So have a great week, work hard, and remember, together we are Fox Strong. So let's end with the Fox Creed. Are you ready? Let's get our foxes up. Let's go. To be a fox, repeat in your mind: be safe, be responsible, be respectful, and kind. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.